Brynn Whitfield leaves RHOC as Bethenny Frankel fires back at Joy Behar. Plus, Britt Edy sues Bravo for $20 million as a surprising housewife returns to Potomac. And Gretchen Rossi is back in the OC. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with Housewives. Hey everyone, and welcome to Getting Real with the Housewives. A ton of news to get to, so let's get right into it, starting with Brynn Whitfield, who is officially not coming back to the Real Housewives of New York City after ongoing drama with her co-stars, saying that she wants to focus on her dating app, Hoppy. Brynn noted on Instagram that she was thankful for her time on RHOC, saying it will always be one of the most fun, chaotic, and magical chapters of my life. It was the honor of a lifetime to help reboot such an iconic franchise. From day one, I've believed RHOC is a fan's show. We're just temporary custodians of something that truly belongs to the viewers. While discussing her two-season stint, Brynn said that she was endlessly grateful for the opportunity. Now, the news comes after Bravo viewers questioned Brynn's future on the show when tensions between her and her co-stars took a turn during the RHOC cast trip to Puerto Rico in the season 15 finale. Of course, we remember that in the episode, Ubah alleged that Brynn slept with someone to get cast on the show, which led to Brynn to share that she had been sexually assaulted in the past. Brynn claimed that Ubah knew about the incident and was upset she would make the insinuation after hearing the story. Ubah denied, of course, those allegations and assumptions. But yeah, I guess surprising, not surprising that Brynn is leaving. We still don't even know what's happening with RHOC since they are casting for the show. But I think many people thought that she wasn't going to come back, and I guess they were right. But this is exciting. So one out, one in. Rachel Zoe is making a major return to reality TV on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The fashion designer is joining the cast of the reality show for its 15th season as a full-time housewife. This is, of course, Bravo exclusively revealed this news to Us Weekly last week. She said in a statement to us, "I am beyond excited to be returning home to Bravo to join the cast of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've been living my best life, new life, and it felt like the perfect time to come back to TV and share it all with you. Here we go, RZ 2.0. So excited about this. Her addition to the cast marks her return to Bravo after more than a decade, after the conclusion of her own reality series, The Rachel Zoe Project. The show aired for 5 seasons from September 2008 to April 2013 and followed her career as a celebrity stylist and fashion designer, as well as her personal life. I cannot wait for her to join the show. It seems like a lot of her castmates flooded her Instagram comments. They were also really excited, but I think that this is a great fit. Obviously, we have Garcelle leaving. We still don't know who else is going to be on the show come season 15, but definitely a well-casted addition. Okay, Bethenny Frankel is making waves and has a message for Joy Behar after The View co-host reacted to a video of Bethenny's recent runway show in Miami. Now, Joy said on The View, "Well, I admire her candor, but her boobs are still fake, just saying." Well, Bethenny, of course, weighed in, saying, "This is actually a lift, Joy. But the thing that fashion show really illustrated was that women my age and older women of a certain age can live their lives freely with happiness and with joy, and that we're not washed up, miserable older women. You have to really be miserable to take a swipe at something that is literally self-deprecating and literally leveling the playing field, saying, yeah, we all look like this, but we had a lot of work that day. She had to kick someone when they were already saying they're down." She added, "Sadly, Joy is painting the picture of the older, seemingly miserable, washed-up woman that all of us are trying to show that we aren't." This, of course, was talking about her recent runway show in Miami, where Bethenny, of course, looked fantastic. Maybe Joy was just trying to kind of have a joke, but, Bethenny wasn't here for it and is standing up for all those women who are still looking good and feeling good at any age. Okay, this was a surprising casting news this week. So Monique Samuels is playing coy about a possible return to The Real Housewives of Potomac. So according to a report published by People magazine, the reality star will return to the series for season 10. A source told the outlet Monique's in a totally different place now, and fans will see that. She's excited to show who she is now, not as a wife, not just a mom, but as a woman starting over and taking on life on her own terms. Now, she has not publicly confirmed the report, but did share a video of herself set to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us on Instagram the same day this report, this report came out and the rumors started bubbling up. So Monique was first introduced to fans of the series when she joined the second season in 2017. She left the show after a dramatic conclusion to the fifth season that included a really physical altercation with Candace. This was one of the most talked about moments in Housewives history. She attempted to pull Candace's hair during a wine tasting before later returning and attempting to continue the fight. Well, as we know, Candace is not coming back. She's enjoying new mom life. So I guess Monique came right in. But a lot of people were divided about this. So definitely let me know in the comments what you think. Gretchen Rossi is back in the OC, and she's already making waves with the trailer for the Real Housewives of Orange County. She revealed in the trailer for the show's 19th season that she once broke her longtime partner's genitals during a wild night in the bedroom. She's back with a bang. She said in the trailer, "I broke his penis for real." She said, "I broke this penis for real." I can't even say this. I'm so stunned. She said this to Emily Simpson in the teaser, which Bravo released on June 5th. Gretchen then bent her finger down and said, "like this," as a camera panned to a nodding Slade smiley. The trailer is the first fans have seen of Gretchen as a cast member since she left the show in 2013 following season 8. She first joined this OC in season 4, which aired in 2008, while she was engaged to Jeff Beitzel. Now, he was battling cancer at the time and died before the season aired, but we have been following along with her life for the seasons, since, and she will be a friend of for season 19. I'm excited for her to come back. It seems like she definitely causes a stir between she and Tamra Judge, which we like to see. All right, in moving on to some Housewives legal news, and Real Housewives of Atlanta star Britt Edy is taking legal action against Bravo. She filed a $20 million lawsuit against the network for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false light, sexual harassment, hostile work environment, and more following her experience filming season 16. Oof, this is intense. So viewers, this is, of course, stems from the moment when Kenya Moore hosted some of the cast at her grand opening of her Kenya Moore hair spa business. During the event, Kenya unveiled explicit images of Edy, who was not present at the taping. Well, after the event, Bravo conducted an investigation and decided that they no longer could film with Kenya for the rest of the season. Well, according to Britt's lawsuit, Bravo allegedly knew that the photograph did not depict Edy, or at the very least were reckless or grossly negligent in failing to learn that the photograph did not depict Britt. Despite Edy's repeated requests prior to the airing of the episode to see the photograph in question, the defendants allegedly did not show her. So as a result, Britt's lawsuit claims Bravo contributed to a hostile work environment for Britt and sexually harassed her by subjecting her to unwelcome, offensive, and sexualized behavior and comments based on her gender. If this is true, this could be a big lawsuit against Bravo if they knew that this was not her in the photos, continued to kind of push that narrative, even fired Kenya over this. It seems to be really messy. Like we said, she is requesting punitive damages and the immediate removal of the episode from public access on all platforms. If the defendants fail to appear, Britt's team requested a judgment of no less than $20 million. We know that she did not show up for the reunion, neither did Kenya. I would imagine she's never coming back to Atlanta after this, but yeah, definitely an interesting story. So we'll have to see what happens. Porsche Williams' estranged husband, Simon, was released from ICE custody and deported back to his home country after spending months at a detention center. Us Weekly can exclusively report. His friend and business partner, Ty Savette, tells Us Weekly that the Nigerian-born businessman was sent on a flight back home a couple of days ago. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security website no longer lists Simon as being in their system. Savette said that Simon was in good spirits after a tough experience at the detention center, which was the first time he had ever been behind bars. He added that Simon is not mad at President Donald Trump and would like a sit-down with him. Simon and his team launched a new business where they will be selling shirts that will help people in ICE custody. Back in February, he was taken to the Stewart Detention Center in Lumpkin, Georgia, about 2 hours outside of Atlanta as part of the government's mass deportation efforts. He moved to the United States in 1982, but reportedly overstayed his visa. He left the country, but came back and overstayed his visa a second time. As we know, he and Porsche are no longer together, but this was definitely some big news. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Simon. And last but not least, Dolores Catania is getting candid about her weight gain. She told Jeff Lewis, "I'm having a really hard time right now. My Mounjaro stopped working. I gained 20 pounds. I've been looking for therapy for all my friends. I'm really having a bad time with this." After Jeff Lewis asked whether she's tried other weight loss medications, Dolores explained that she's already done it all. She said, "I stopped taking it for like a month." And she revealed that another reason she stopped was that she had to undergo a cardiac ablation, and said that she doesn't know where it's from. She went on to share that her doctors told her that her cardiac ablation was caused by something new that a lot of people are getting now at a young age. She added that they said that this is for like older people, so they can say it's from something. It's not going to say what, but there's no proof of that. They're like, there's no reason for you to have this. So that's kind of scary. She said that she's doing fine now and was only in the hospital for the procedure. She said, "I'm on a bunch of medicine, like 10 pills a day. It's not contagious. It's just a formality now. I have to take it for the next 90 days. Then I'm done." Now, she isn't certain, but she said that maybe that she gained the weight from her heart medication. She's saying, "I'm hoping maybe that's why." Either way, Dolores always looks fantastic, but I'm sure that's definitely a scary thing. But, you know, like I said, she always looks so good. All right, there was a ton of housewife news to get to this week. So keep commenting, keep subscribing. Let me know what you think about Gretchen being back in the OC, Monique coming back to Potomac, Brynn out of New York. So much casting news, so lots to talk about. So keep commenting, keep subscribing, and I'll see you next week.